Wow, Donovan Mitchell, Utah Jazz. We're talking about getting tickets to watch the Utah Jazz play. That's the example, but the big question we're asking is this question right here. What causes the demand to shift? So think about it. Some of you might be more than willing to pay a couple bucks to go watch the Utah Jazz. Other of you might say, well, I'd rather go to dinner and a movie instead of have to watch the Utah Jazz play. I totally understand. But let's think about what would happen in this scenario if the price for movies or dinner in a movie, I don't know how to spell dinner, I know how to eat it. There you go. Price for dinner in a movie goes up. So what would happen to the demand for Utah Jazz games? Well, these are related goods. When you think about what are you going to do on a Friday evening, you might say dinner and a movie, or you might say I might want to go to a Utah Jazz game. Because they're related, the price of related goods affect one another. So as the price of dinner and movies becomes a lot more expensive, then individuals might be willing to substitute toward going to a Utah Jazz basketball game. As a result, this would cause the demand curve to shift out. How much it shifts out depends on how much the price went up and how closely related they are. But that would cause the demand curve to shift out, so it might be something more like this. And what that shift out means is at a given price, say $100, before 10,000 people were willing to go. But because dinner and a movie is much more expensive, more people are willing to do a basketball game. So at $100, they might be able to now sell 15,000 tickets. And so the first way in which what causes the demand curve to shift, so the first thing to say is the price of related goods. Now, if the price goes up and the demand shifts out, that means these are substitutes. So the example we showed here is substitute. The other is complements. And if you think of dinner and a movie, or you think of two things that are related, that are complements, is like hamburgers and hamburger buns. If the price of beef goes up a lot, the demand for hamburger buns goes down. So if the price goes up and the demand goes up, those are substitutes. And if the price goes up and the demand goes down, those are complements. So one thing that causes demand curves to shift is the price of related goods.